25 skills you should definitely downplay, according to Reddit. Number 25, lying. Well, yeah, don't go making it apparent that you're great at that. I was going to name this list 25 skills you should keep under wraps.
Wait,
because today is Christmas, and, it was going to be like a pun. But, the people who are watching this after Christmas aren't going to understand that it's Christmas, even though I went out of my way to make it apparent that I'm recording this on Christmas. And then the fact that I'm starting with the 25th one when, Christmas is December 25th as well, is just right up somebody's ass, I'm sure,
What's the condensed title for this one, actually?
What's a condensed title? That's what it was. It was 25 skills you should definitely downplay.
That won't fit in the thumbnail.
Of course it's gonna fit in the thumbnail. You want us to get into fucking Photoshop right now? I get in the Photoshop, but it refuses to be captured properly on OBS. Let's get into Photoshop right now, and I'm gonna show you how it would fucking work. So there's that. If I were to go, that is the old fucking, fuck me. If I were to go 20, I see this shit in my head before I even do it. Skills, right? You should will be one line, and then definitely can be its own line. Down, play, strafes. How the fuck does that not fit? You telling me it's not gonna fit? You telling me it's not gonna fit? Merry fucking Christmas, stripes.
I was wrong again.
Wrong again is right. Can we get back to the list though?
Sure.
Number 24, knife sharpening. Ain't nothing wrong with being able to sharpen a knife. If I could sharpen a knife, I probably do it all the time when I'm at home. Because if I ever stepped outside with a knife, they'd be like, "You got a weapon, drop him!" And then they plant a gun on me at the end. Was it you? I was making a joke the other day about how, I think they've made it a court ruled in favor of being able to shoot a dog if the dog barks or moves. Did you see that?
I think you were checking it out while I was there, but you didn't talk about it to me.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna Google circuit court dog. Okay, it says police can shoot dogs for nothing more than barking. Yep.
Oh no.
That's a thing. A court ruled in favor of that you could just shoot a dog for being a dog,
In what state?
If it moves or barks, that's fucking nuts.
But where? Russia?
Russia, America, fool. Why, you don't want to believe it because, it sounds crazy?
Well, I don't even really have a dog to worry about, so I guess I'm fine.
Oh, yeah, so I did not have a dog, so it didn't matter to me. Girl, that's how they come for people's asses, because people look and they go, "Oh, well, that doesn't affect me. I'm a white man." It'll never happen to me. And then when it's on your doorstep, you fucked, son. And I think the reason I brought it up was because I made a joke about how, imagine them shooting a dog and then they gotta leave a gun on the dog, and then drag the dog's paw onto the gun to make it seem like the dog had a weapon. That's not funny, Kyle.
Wait, okay, this was in another list then. You saw this in another...
No, I didn't see it in another list. In my everyday life, I came across a court ruling news snippet of them being able to shoot dogs for doing dog shit. I remember seeing a black Twitter, people.
I think you came across this when we were doing a list, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong, as usual. I saw a black people Twitter post that was something along the lines of, "The feds moving on to dogs now, shaking my head. The fuck 12. How y'all gonna shoot a dog for doing dog shit? Circuit court rules police can shoot a dog if it moves or barks when a cop enters the home." Bark, 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 bark. Somebody's gonna be watching this after Christmas and just not even be in the mood for this shit. I am not trying to pad this video out. It's just to be honest, I started this video up because Stripes put on some bullshit on Christmas, man. Not that Christmas is holy or something. But Stripes is just watching the worst YouTube stuff, and I was like, the only way to stop this is to make a video of my own. Number 23, man. Being calm. Please people accuse you of being cold if you are not as agitated as they are. This is another thing that pisses me off about corny ass niggas in society. Your parents are probably like this too, or if they don't see you react or respond the exact same way that they do, you must be a cold, indifferent person, or you're unappreciative, or some kind of bullshit, you're just selfish, or who knows, you name it, you know what I mean? It's like you deal with people on a daily basis who are incapable of the concept of grasping the fact that not everybody in the world is like them, or that people are fucking different, and that people definitely respond to shit differently because we're not the same, you know what I mean? Bottom line is, yeah, I guess to play the game of dealing with people that you fucking hate and can't wait to just get away from, or until they're in their cold grave, you know what I mean? You gotta be doing the whole, oh my God, Mark, can you believe that? I'm so shocked, and I hope that type of thing doesn't happen to you again, because I couldn't bear it if it happened to me. Jesus Christ.
I am shaking.
I'm shaking, God, jeez, Wilkers. Oh, is there anything I can do for you? Is there just anything I can do? Look, you just lay down in your bed. I'm gonna take care of all of your shit. Fuck you, faggot. What the fuck is wrong with you? If you're that type of bitch, if this has ever happened to you and you have literally let the words come out of your mouth and somehow escaped feeling like a bitch for it because people ain't reacting the way that you want them to react, not everybody is like you, and we have different scales of how we react to shit. Sorry. You know what I mean? My bad. You gotta wonder how you're living in a world where there's any conflict at all if everybody is as the same as you think they are. Like, this shit just fucked my calm up because I'm too woke for this kind of shit. Like, for real, I'm sorry. Oh, what are the comments here? Same here. The more stressful the situation, the calmer I get. It makes people wary. You know what, man? We should have called this list how to be basic as a motherfucker. Don't let these basic people see that you are not one of them, because it could get really scary, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna do the countdown shit even though I have the numbers here. Check it out. 25, 24.
I'm sure
I'm crazy. Yeah, somebody's gonna find that funny as hell, because look, we recently got like this Chrome extension by way of I think the guy who made the extension, his name was Benjamin, so shout out to you, Benjamin. And the person who wrote the code was CJ, and because of it we now have numbers in the little post that we have, so I can stop counting down. But the joke here is that even though I have the numbers, I'm still gonna count down. Oh boy, explaining the joke just makes it funnier and funnier, right guys? Number 22, picking up, this is getting a little bit too, come on, picking up on small details and remembering them for months. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but you must be crazy, right? You must be some kind of serial killer if you remember this shit from months ago. I can't even remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. What do you mean you remember that? Picking up small details and remembering them for months. My friends are always like, how do you possibly remember that? Oh, I don't know, man. I just got that photographic memory, Josh. Somebody else says, I hate that. People ask me a question and I'm like, you asked me the same thing last Monday. And the week before that on Wednesday, you wore a black t-shirt that day. And we discussed politics over lunch, which was a steak. But it's quite selective. There's a lot I don't remember. Okay. Number 21. Shuffling cards. Man, Emmy is fucking fired up today. Her mom apparently bought... Emmy's like this, for you guys, if you guys watch these videos consistently, I had her on here one day to annoy all of you, for one of the most loud fucking lists that I've ever recorded, and I called her MJ Squirtum. She is a Disney crazy freak, and her mom just bought her a, what is it called? What was it called, Stripes?
Disney Pass.
It's like a Disney
Pass card?
Pass. No, she is a Disney Pass holder.
Okay.
And she got a bracelet that allows her to literally go to Disney as often as she wants Straight up. She can go to Disney as often as she wants for a full year, any of the 4 parks. So she's just going crazy, sending me pictures on her crap. So number 21, shuffling cards. I guess you're not supposed to be too good at that. Him. Okay, here's a trip into his everyday life. Him. Wanna play cards? Me? Sure. Gambit routine with lightning speed. Him. Not for money, right? Was this like a fantasy of yours, faggot? You know what I mean? We got a mad lad over here. Don't show them how good you are at shuffling cards. What the fuck? This is gonna make me mad.
It already is.
Oh my god, sorry guys. I just... Hey look, I've returned. Now with less gross noises.
I think what I'm learning today is there's no better sugar mama than your own mama.
What, because of Emmy's mom?
Yeah.
Get out of here, Stripes. Number 20, knot tying. Okay. Where'd you get so good at tying those knots?
I can't even tie my hair back.
I'm gonna put this guy in cuffs. He tied those knots too well. Somebody said I learned from the best. A tight tanned dominatrix on 5th. Jackie. Okay. She never wanted me to escape. But why would I? Burn me with that wax, Domina. Hit me with that whip, Domina. Safe word was onion. There wasn't anything I wasn't willing to do for her when she had me wrapped up like a Christmas present. One night a client turned the fun on her. I found him, of course, made some knots of my own, gave him some knots of his own. He does not have hands anymore. He does not have eyes anymore. Guess he didn't know the safe word. Someone's like splooging their pants. Gave him some knots of his own. You know, because it's the different type of knots, Stripes. No? Yeah, I'm not going to stop. We're not going to explain that to you. Okay? You and... I wish you guys could have heard the noise out of Stripes just now. It was like... Brr! It reminded me of Scooby-Doo. Oh, Stripes. Number 19. Genuine kindness. She's looking at the screen too, so don't make it seem like she's just like, oh, she just didn't see it. No, look.
Oh, yeah, if I weren't leaning on you, my head would be tilting like a dog.
Number 19, man. Genuine kindness. My father was such a good soul, and people were suspicious about his kindness sometimes.
Oh.
It's not even just like people. Stripes? It's not even just like people being, suspicious of the kindness. It's not just that. It can also develop into people, taking advantage. Like they want to test the waters of how kind you can be, and then take advantage of that for as long as possible. They mistake that. They mistake your nature for something to just fuck around on, and that's pretty messed up. Somebody else said, I had a boss who was pretty much Mr. Rogers. It's a beautiful day. Why am I yawning? It's because of the angle of my head again. I'm usually used to speaking up into a microphone, but when I do this with Stripes, I gotta have the mic down. And it's not making my voice sound as sexually.
I can sit up.
You couldn't do a sit-up if you were given $1 million. Do a sit-up right now.
Which one of those again?
Oh my god, I'm not explaining what a sit-up is to you. Look, I had a boss who was pretty much Mr.
Is that where I get on my back and just like...
sit up?
Yeah.
It's probably the most self-explanatory like exercise in the world, Stripes. Are you blushing or something?
Why?
Your whole face is like on fire red. Such a weirdo, Stripes. God, it took a while to get used to. We still work with each other sometimes, and I still occasionally think he's being sarcastic asshole, but that's definitely not the case. I'm yelling so much. What's happening to me? Oh my god, what's happening to me? It's because of the angle of this shit, man. Look, number 18. In my experience in the US, with people who don't have much back. You know what? Should I put on like some bullshit Christmas song? Would that be better? That would piss off somebody who's not watching this on Christmas. I don't know the rules. How about this?
My feet have to stay planted.
Stop the bullshit and come over here, please. Okay. Here's hoping that music ain't particularly too loud. I think I'd know if it were coming over me. So guys, yeah. In my experience in the US with people who don't have much background in science, in science, being able to convert imperial weight to metric by knowing the conversion ratios makes them think I'm heavily involved in drugs. Oh, you know conversion rates. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they think they're a druggie. Somebody said, I used to work in a restaurant in Canada where everyone smoked pot. I didn't, but I studied engineering and had to learn all conversations. Is that the plural of conversions? That's interesting. We had a customer come in and ask how many grams our steak were, instead of ounces on the menu. The server came back and asked as he didn't know off the top of his head. Ensue everyone getting into an argument over it being 12 or 14 grams in an ounce. I said that I was fairly certain it was closer to 30, and they looked at me like I was the stupid one. One girl was like, I should know, I smoke enough pot. Our manager eventually Googled it, and they all realized that they were getting ripped off by their dealers. Pretty funny. You know. Sleep in heavenly breeze. Sleep in heavenly breeze. Number 17, guys. Typing. I'm definitely going to say typing. I type at a little over 150 words per minute. I've been repeatedly accused of faking it, which sounds funny until it's your coworker's boss. It's your coworkers and boss saying it, calling your work into question. Wow.
How do you fake typing?
You just clack away at the keyboards and hit whatever. But you do it in a way where it sounds like you're doing it really fast or something.
Well, if you see results, then what's there to complain about?
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the end all, but still, an idiot overhearing that and thinking you're just bullshitting, and then talking to other people. You know, people are fucking stupid. That's what you never get away from it. Somebody responds, it's kind of creepy chatting with someone like that through IM. I spend like 15 seconds deciding how to phrase and typing out, did you like that one movie that came out last week? And about 5 seconds later, they respond with, yeah, it was better than I expected. I mean, it wasn't the greatest movie I've seen, but I guess I'd recommend it to somebody who likes that genre. It's like I'm talking to a bot. Well, I am a robot. And some of us who can formulate our thoughts very quickly fall to our knees. You know what I mean, Stripes? When we hear, in our minds, because we are robots, we hear the angels' voices. Stripes, do you get where I'm coming from with this line? Oh night. Oh night, divine. Stripes can't hear the music. So the shit's hilarious to me. Number 16. I don't think it's really an everyday skill, but being able to tell somebody by the sound of their footsteps. Being able to tell somebody is coming, I guess, or tell who it is by the sound of their footsteps. When friends or family approach my door, I know who's about to knock. I love creeping them out by saying, "Come in," and then their name. You can tell a lot by the sound of footsteps. Who is it? Are they angry, happy, relaxed, drunk? Are they wearing shoes, heels, barefoot? Though I personally have a habit of tiptoeing everywhere. Tiptoers unite. You know, that's a skill you maybe want to downplay, how well you can tiptoe. What the fuck are you really doing? You used to tiptoe around? You still walk funny, Stripes.
I know. But, like, I had to see a physical therapist to, like, break the habit.
Are there any other things in your past that I should know about? Like, you know, I don't want to say, like, conditions or anything, but kind of, like, care or treatment that you had to undertake.
Do you need medical records for something?
Okay, Stripes. Forget it. Number 15. Walking silently. We were just doing this. It's always a good skill to have, to be able to be quiet in a moment's notice. But do it too well, and you start appearing. Oh, God. You start appearing behind people and freaking them out. How long have you been there? God, this is going to put somebody to sleep. Who's listening to this on Christmas? I was going to do a You Are Not Alone stream for anybody who was bored, you know, and was lucky enough to be alone on Christmas. If you're alone on Christmas, you're so fucking lucky. Can you believe all the shit we're going to have to deal with tomorrow, dude? Tomorrow. Like, we couldn't ride to the end of the fucking year with peace. Fuck. Whatever. Somebody responds.
Well, I didn't.
My significant other's parents' house has hardwood floor that everyone just stomps around on. I don't like making noise when I walk, so according to them, I sneak around their house and scare them unintentionally sometimes. Unbelievable. Dude, M is freaking out with these messages. Do you see her? Stripes? What are you thinking about?
Nothing.
Yeah, right, dude. Stripes is the most animated thinker in the world. She might as well have like a hand on a window, you know what I mean? As she stares like into the distance off and then like looks at the ceiling and shit like this, like it's a freaking movie, like she's a thespian robot. Number 16, okay? I don't think it's really an everyday skill, but being able to tell somebody by the sound. I read this. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Number 15, walking. I read this one too, man. Number 14, the removal of stains. I guess if you're too good at that, it's not really something to celebrate. You'll never guess how great I can get stains out. Oh, so you've had a lot of practice, huh? Somebody responds, I like to use lots of bleach and get the, you must be used to cleaning up murder scenes. A, I like the smell of it. B, if I was cleaning up a murder scene, there are way better chemicals than bleach. He's right.
Who likes the smell of bleach, though?
A lot of people probably like the smell of bleach because they're freaks. Number 13, the shortcut for opening up an incognito tab. What's wrong with that? People need to hop the fuck off your dick when it comes to going through your history. There's way too much information on people's, devices. Straight up. And not everybody needs to know about that information. In all honesty, everybody needs to, I want to say, figure out some software. I'm not going to say anything. But to not scramble IPs or mask shit. But basically just make it so that maybe the government can get up off your cock when it pertains to what you're accessing on the internet. You know what I mean? God damn. It's so scary how they just trying to peer into our souls. The luxury of technology is great. We can just, connect to anyone and anyone, everyone and everyone whenever. But the fact that, they know us now. I always look at back in Jack the Ripper times, how basically you could live so secret a life. You could just walk down the street, kill a motherfucker, smoke some crack, buy some shit from a drug dealer, fuck a hooker, in broad daylight, and then just walk back to your house. And since nobody sees you, it's just who could have done this? You know what I mean? But try some shit like that nowadays. They will know exactly who you are. They probably stop you before you even got out the house. We know you're gonna kill that man and fuck that hooker. You know what I mean? But I haven't even done those things yet. You're going to jail, buddy. What, you can't do this to me. I haven't done a crime yet. I haven't done a crime at all. I wasn't going to do it. I'm having cold feet.
Messages.
Yeah, it was in your text messages. You get where I'm coming from with it, though. Man, what a world. Number 12, eavesdropping. Who would celebrate this as a skill that they're great at? Yes, I am the eavesdropper. Eavesdropper. Sorry, let me, I think I need to turn that music back up. Because I put on that other bullshit music and it was way too, loud. Oh boy. So number 12, eavesdropping. I just passively listen to other people at work. Oh no, a lot when I'm alone, dude. What do you mean when you're alone? Even if I'm doing something else, it gets really embarrassing when you bring up information you heard from their conversation, forgetting that you weren't involved, or when you laugh at a joke said by someone across the room. Ooh. Why you doing that, nigga?
This is great.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Number 11, being a very persuasive salesperson. Yeah, well, when you're too good at what you do, yeah, everybody's gonna think you're scamming them. Number 10, I have very fast reading comprehension. People never believe me when I say that I have already read it and get frustrated that I don't take longer. I can't do simple math, but I read like lightning. I'm also very good with card handling, so everyone suspects that I cheat at poker. What the fuck ever. Walking quietly. We've done this one essentially twice. Today I learned Reddit thinks that lockpicking is an everyday skill. We haven't seen a single lockpicking one yet, so I guess the next 7 may be lockpicking bullshit. Number 7, remembering things about a person from a few months or years ago. We've done this. Number 6, I once had a neighbor catch me while I was taking groceries out of my car and ask if I knew how to open locked doors as they locked themselves out by mistake. I went over to their door, took out a credit card, and shimmied the way in no more than 5 seconds. Probably pretty bittersweet for them. Yeah, there you go.
That's a pretty shitty door if you can just get it open with a credit card.
I'm glad you've said that, Stripes. I'm glad you've said that. I'm gonna hit you with some statistics. 9 out of 10 doors can be opened with a credit card, or if I had a machete or like a long blade, something sturdy but thin, I could open it up. I could open up pretty much any door, and it's not a skill really. It's the type of thing where it's a skill in the same way that tying a fucking tie is a skill. Do you understand? There's black and whites, there's 2 sides. You know how to do it, you don't know how to do it. You know what I mean? Do you know how to tie a tie? No. Watch a YouTube video and figure out how to tie this tie. Remember how to tie that tie. Do you not know how to use something thin and sturdy to slide it into the wedge of something to get this freaking thing open? You know what I mean? It's not like lockpicking. You've seen lockpicking in video games that are more technical and difficult than the actual lockpicking that you would have to figure out just to break into some typical places with a normal, type of bullshit, just latch in the monkey ball door. It's pretty simple. Now, I'm not trying to say that I'm some kind of master thief or that I've broken into places before, but I've been locked out of places that I had the right to be in, and getting back in wasn't difficult because, the wrong type of lock was what was locking that door. So yeah, no, it's not like a shitty door. It could be a great door, but an amazing door with a shit lock, Stripes. It's just gonna rub you the wrong way. You can go your own way, Stripes. Number 5, hey son, let's drink your first beer together. Me slams the beer. Is somebody gonna post that GIF? Yeah.
A little bit clingy, but don't worry.
Shut up. Here's the daughter doing the shot. This is the one that I was looking for. And then it looks at the mom, it pans to the mom, and she's like, "You've done this before." That one's ridiculous. Yeah. I am so sorry about that noise. I didn't realize I just made it right into the... Stripes, why would you make a noise like that into the mic? Are you even sorry?
Why would I be? Why would I be ashamed of anything I do?
Are you fucking sorry, Stripes? Your face is so red. What's wrong with you?
It's hot in here. Don't worry about
Your
it.
face gets red hot when you're hot.
I don't know.
Tamale.
I can't see my own face right now.
We need to get mirrors in here. Mirror's edge. I like that I just said mirror's edge out of nowhere. That's so stupid.
You wouldn't like to have mirrors in here. You'd be more self-conscious than I would about it.
Nah. I look good in the face. Oh, the sexy motherfucker. Guys, what am I doing? Number 4, being able to quickly convert ounces to grams. We've done that. Number 3, tying a noose. Well, I guess that's a little bit different from tying a knot. You know. Number 2, remembering someone else's schedule. This whole fucking thing is just repost. Number 1, a couple of years ago, I locked my keys in my car in Walmart. I had to break into his car, I'm sure. I went in and asked if people could help me. I went in and asked if people could help me. 2 employees came out with a Jimmy. The one guy made a bet with the other. He could unlock the car in under a minute. He then proceeded to unlock my car in 15 seconds. I told him, thanks. You must have a lot of practice. To which he laughed and walked away. How much did he win for the bet? I don't remember. The only reason it stuck out in my memory is how quickly he opened my car and how smug he looked when he laughed at my comment. It's really easy to jimmy a car if you know what's inside to visualize. You're just hooking a bar, and it's just, if you don't know the interior, it's basically impossible. You're just hooking a bar. You're going to a bar for a hooker. Somebody said they're going to Disneyland. Just like Emmy.
Things go back around.
She's actually going to Disney World, though. Look, how long's this list? Because I'd like it to be an hour for the people who are sweet enough to tune in. We haven't made half of that, Stripes.
What?
We haven't made half of an hour. Well, we've actually made half an hour. Exactly. But why don't we read this one? That was stupid as hell, and I was trying to tell you about it later.
Bonanza. This is a 2-list bonanza now.
2-list bonanza. A bonus list for their gift today. It's not going to be Christmas when some of these people watching this video, man. Because they were busy with their corny ass
People
families.
watch Christmas specials outside of Christmas.
Living their fake ass lives. Look, what you put on YouTube was not Christmas oriented just because Santa Claus isn't it. It was some stupid crap with some hoe with a bitch face that made me want to punch her, and now I gotta feel bad because I want to punch the lady who was in your dumb YouTube video in the face for putting that face all over the internet. And then she's all like, gesturing and like moving her neck around like she's cute and all this bullshit. Fucking, it's making me mad, son. Oh my god.
I thought you'd recognize one of your own.
One of my own, Stripes. Get the fuck out of here.
She's a film student.
A film student, she could shove that shit up her ass. Maybe she need to find herself a young actress to put in the seat to make these videos so she could really take the fuck off. You know what I mean? With that bitch face making me want to punch her. What the fuck? I don't say that, Stripes. Kyle doesn't say shit like that. Imagine just how you are not looking at her in an objective manner because you put her on and you just tune it out. You just listen to the crap. You put it on at double speed and you consider it something just to have on in the background as background noise for me. But when I look over and I actually got to see that shit, what if I turn it into H3? Listen, look, fuck that. Fuck her. Fuck you for this shit. It's fucking Christmas. So I'm going to say it one more time. You and a super intelligent snail both get $1 million, okay? And you both are immortal. However, you die if the snail touches you, and the snail knows where you are at all times and is coming for you, baby. So I know that seems like it came out of nowhere and you guys may be, maybe like hallucinating, but I said that and I'm going to say it again. You and a super intelligent snail both get $1 million, okay? The snail has $1 million. And it's super intelligent, dude. It can spend it on what the hell ever it wants. You are both immortal, but you die if the snail touches you. Do you understand, Stripes? The snail always knows where you are, and it's always on its way. you know?
Why can't you just put it in a jar?
To be honest, if the snail was super intelligent, in my mind, it would have figured out this mobility issue and would be fucking jetpacking its way to your corny ass at all times. The only way it would need to stop is if it needed to get fuel. But I mean, super intelligent isn't just regular intelligent. We would have, if I were a snail and I were super intelligent, I'd have sorted out the fuel crisis for the jetpack to allow me mobility to get that ass and kill you. What have you done to this snail is the real question. Number 15.
It just wants the money, obviously. But what makes
Why would it want the money? If a snail has $1 million and he's super intelligent, $1 million is a lot of money, Stripes. So if you're a snail and you're super intelligent, you would have devoted a small portion of that money to make it so that it could come back to you. You would devote some of that money to making you money. Do you get what I'm saying? Whether it be some kind of, frivolous. No, it wouldn't need to be a frivolous stock investment or gambling. It could be you buying a house and then renting out that house to somebody who's going to be paying you some shit. Do you get what I'm saying? It's easy. You're super intelligent as a snail. So if it was a dumb snail and he got $1 million, he'd probably blow that all on like a fast car, some houses and bullshit like this. You know what I mean? His friends and, having hoes around that only want this nigga for the money and all kind of bullshit like this. You know what I mean? Ooh. Maybe he gets married to one of these hoes because she brainwashes him, like one of these snail hoe honeys. And she come in like, yeah, we should get married. And then she tried to divorce him just to take some of that money away. But super intelligent is the key, Stripes.
I was wondering what a snail would do with human hoes.
He don't need the money. That's not why he's trying to kill the dude. We don't know why he's trying to kill the dude. Not enough information. Okay. So let's get into this. Okay. This was all me, of course. I believe that if the snail was super intelligent, he would have sorted out this money issue to figure out his mobility. Because I think when everybody sees this and they're thinking to themselves, oh, he's a snail, so he's just going to be snail pacing his way to me. But if he's super intelligent and if he's got $1 million, he would be probably jetpacking or droning his way to you. If that's more believable and, easily accessible, he would figure out how to attach himself to some manner of drone, put himself in some kind of salt-proof suit. You know what I mean?
He can't die anyway. He's immortal.
He's immortal. You're damn right. He's immortal. Okay? So number 15. Pay another snail. No. Okay, you're super intelligent. Okay, you and a super intelligent both get $1 million and you both become immortal. However, you die if the snail touches you and it always knows where you are and it's coming to kill you. How do you stay ahead of it? Okay? So here's number 15. You pay another snail to seduce it and pretend to fall in love with it for exactly 6 months. During that time, they should have awesome sex every night. Once 6 months have passed and my paid snail has left, the snail will be heartbroken and wouldn't want to get out of his room ever, and might even become a drunkard and waste away its immortality. That's pretty good. That's pretty low and it's pretty good. A snail honey. That's what I told you. In my thing that I made up, a snail bitch was going to be the one to destroy the snail. Yeah, man. When pussy's on the table, when snail pussy's on the table, why is one deleted?
Snail pussy is a myth.
Somebody said, so the speed of your snail is the primary concern? The point of taking measures to slow him down?
I guess it got deleted because
he was embarrassed by it. That's so sad. Can you imagine writing something and then he's just like, okay, no, okay, I'm sorry.
And then OP just comes and pokes holes in your...
Well, it's not OP, it's just some nigga. OP is gonna be highlighted blue. You rarely ever see OP responding. And that's the way it should be. You need to ask your question and get the fuck out of there. Don't like try to, trickle down karma by being the nice guy going, guys, I understand where you're all coming from. Anyway, number 14 says, OP, this is exactly the kind of silly hypothetical shit I live for. I'd build several houses on different continents surrounded by trenches filled with salt and rotate to each house every 5 years. The snail knows where you are, dude. And in my mind, I wish I was here to offer some serious knowledge and insight to something like this. The snail has $1 million, okay? These are important aspects of the story, dude. The snail is super intelligent. Not even like regular intelligent, super intelligent. I like to believe, Stripes, that even if he didn't have the money, $1 A super intelligent snail would figure out how to gain access to a drone. And you know why? Because he's a motherfucking snail, Stripes. Which means pretty much any drone anywhere is his if he can just get to it.
Right.
And what's stopping a snail, like if he wanted to like slide into like, you know, a place with a drone or a home with a drone, or like, you know, somebody just leave their drone hanging out, get into a rich neighborhood where people just got drones all over the place, and then this, you know, figure out where it is, figure out how to charge it. This shit is yours, homie. Oh my God, super intelligence is the key. I know I'm getting all hyped about this snail question. Number 12. Buy one of those bubbles that you can walk in and live in that.
Oh, that's great.
Then he couldn't touch me.
Well,
Super intelligent.
yeah, I guess you could burst it if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I'm sure that snail could just walk around with some manner of like acid or flamethrower or anything that he could use in his. What's to
Snail
stop this?
arsenal?
What's to stop the snail from making an Iron Man suit?
You want a snail Iron Man?
Super intelligent.
I'm on it.
Stripes, I didn't ask you to Google no snail.
No.
She's lost her mind
No.
now. Good. Oh no, she's gonna try and draw it. Please stop. Please stop. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Nobody's gonna get it. Nobody's gonna watch this. Like 6 people are gonna watch this video, and then they're gonna probably turn off right here because they're like, "What's guy? I fell asleep and then I woke up and he's talking about a snail. I don't know what's happening." Number 11. Wasn't this on a Rooster Teeth podcast? Oh my God. Really?
I don't know shit about Rooster Teeth.
Huh. I'm surprised it's actually. I don't know if it was.
Well, if it's about.
Number 10. Can't I just put it in a box? Super intelligent, man. Somebody says, or you could put that box inside of another box, then mail the box to yourself, and when it arrives, you can smash it with a hammer.
People aren't really thinking this question through at all.
Yeah. Because the question itself, in many ways, is sort of foolproof. Immortal. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Immortal. Put it in a concrete tomb.
Not bad.
I don't.
Well, if you make sure it doesn't have anything with it, then what can it really do? Except slowly wear away.
Number 8 says, at first I thought, why would anyone give $1 million to a snail? But then I realized, why would anyone give $1 million to me? How sad. How sad. Number 7, spread the rumor that snails are poisonous. Give $1 to every kid that traps a snail in a bottle. Sell the snail to a company that makes cosmetic products. Profit. The snail is immortal. 30 years later, you're making out with a girl. Your hand brushes her cheek. Suddenly, you feel your immortality draining away. You look with horror at your hand stained with the makeup. You taste her lipstick on your lips. You realize that finally, after all these years, the snail has had its revenge. You're making out with a girl. This plan is foolproof. Look, man, come on. These are so underwhelming and sad. Are people not as cool and creative
I think the concrete
as
is probably
me?
the only
Concrete tomb is the only what?
is the only one that's viable, because I feel like if you're making sure there's nothing with it, then what can you really worry about except the slime wearing away the concrete in like a million years?
Some guy says follow-up questions might be in order. How does the snail spend the money? Does it hire a butler or something that carries its debit card? It's highly intelligent but lacks vocal cords. Can it communicate at all? It would sort that out. How about airplane travel? Does it only travel by crawling?
How does it keep people from fucking around with its own money?
Dude, I think OP answers the question and says it could probably get on a plane in a few hours. Nigga.
OP didn't even think this through.
Because I don't think the question belongs to him. I genuinely don't think the question belongs to him.
And I suppose this might have been a waste of your time.
I don't know, man. Yes, number 4 is, what would the snail do with $1 million? Start a mineral water company and use the assets to kill you. What does the snail's long-term financial strategy look like? Has it considered global markets? OP says, if I knew how to answer that question, I'd do it myself. Clearly you haven't figured out a way to become a super intelligent snail either. I try. Each day I get a little closer. Because I'm one step closer to the snail. Shit, this is a mistake. I'd surround myself with whatever you're smoking, and would confuse the fucking snail to no end. Number 1 says, I spend 5 of those dollars on a hamster wheel. Pay someone $3 to put the snail on it. And when I finally want to die, I embrace my deaf snail as an old friend and go into the last unknown. But first I ask him what on earth he did with his $1 million. Somebody says, well, snail, it's been a shell of a ride. Snailed it. Now it's time to escargot to heaven. Take me to Snurch.
Snurch? Snail Church. Okay.
Take me to Snurch. Snurch. A snail zing. This has made me thoroughly angry. Disneyland is at the fucking on top of Reddit right now. Disneyland should have a villains themed section of the park that is 21 plus with bars and a tattoo parlor. Emmy would love that idea. Let me send that in a text message to Emmy. She'd lose her mind. Disney should have,
man, why don't you just link it to the post?
Villain themed park. 21 or older with bars and tattoo parlors. I don't think Disney would want the liability nightmare. That would be, it wouldn't be bad PR, it would just be a liability nightmare. When you get people drunk, they get nuts. And like, you know, when things happen in the park, it's kind of like, I don't want to say their responsibility, but you know, they getting tipsy and shit like that, it's gonna get bad. There's gonna be
people are a very visible audience for them in their parks.
What do you mean a very visible audience for them?
They cater to them a lot, and that's fine.
Disney caters to the gays.
Their clientele, yes.
It's more money, nigga. Like, it's money. You can come flip-flop your gay ass all over the place. If I had a business, you know what I mean? And for some reason it turned into a hotspot for gays, I would literally like redesign my business. Just like Mo redesigning his bar to cater exclusively to the hello boys. Have people in there flirting with me and all kind of bullshit, like I go that way. Oh, no, you know, I'm in a relationship with my virtual holographic, you know, companion, like Krieger. And then I whip her out, you know, she's my waifu and shit.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
You don't love gays, you love gay money.
Yeah, man. I ain't gay or nothing. But $20 is $20 if you convert it to you know, Canadian money. Look, Stripes. It's a black guy, and he says, "Stop, don't shoot." And then the cop says, "Nice try." And then they play basketball.
That's amazing.
They play basketball. They play the basketballs. Oh my God! Do you think? I think these are by two different people.
I don't think so.
I do think so, because there's a there's like a signature right there, and then down here there's like a tunehole.com. and none of them are in the same art style. Even though, you know,
Why
not
is it
that
that?
it would need to conform to the art style to be all by one person.
Oh, you think this is transformative, where they just took it and the panel was something else?
Yeah, they took it and ended the, you know, they added their own spin to it so that it was cute. When all 4 wives are on their period. Oh. But then you realize that the 5th one is too young to have one. Shit. Yes. Yes, motherfucker. Oh boy. What is going on these days, man? What is going on? Look, it's Christmas. We need to fuck off and pretend we got something better to do with our time.
I'm really happy I got to spend Christmas with you.
I'm glad that you could spend it here too. I was teasing, shut up. And look, it's some kind of Charmander people. Dudes. I met my girlfriend playing Pokemon Go. She had this digital painting of us made for me for Christmas.
That's what I need.
That is so cute. Oh my god, he's Team Valor and she's Mystic. They met each other playing Pokemon Go. That is too cute. And they both have Charmander. So my feeling, because I've met a couple chicks playing Pokemon Go. And one I remember telling you about was at this Charmander park that I went to walk. And the only reason I went there specifically was because it was a Charmander nest. Back when the game mattered.
Why can't I get normie money?
Normie money? Because you don't draw anything that I tell you to fucking draw. You need to stop drawing the furries so often. Draw a couple people. And then worse, draw that commercial bullshit that everybody gobbles up. Draw some dumbass Disney characters. Or maybe, you know, like some Frozen shit. You know, for me, I'm a gamer, so that's what I want to see. I'm like, oh, do something from Overwatch. Do like Rick and Morty fan art, stuff like that. But, you know, what's the most candy ass shit out there? If you were to draw some Finding Nemo bullshit with like, what, Mona or whatever the new suck my ass Pixar movie out there is, fuck me, man. You'd be posted by all these. I should end that video right there. And people think that I like transformed.
Well, then you have to edit it.
I don't have to edit shit. No, I'm saying I should have ended the video right there so that they thought that I were like transforming into something.
Nobody says you can't.
Nobody says I can. Look, it's still 52.
Man,
Fuck.
stop padding it. Just go.
I'm not trying to pad it. I just wanted to give the people an hour's worth of monkey balls. But the longer I leave this shit open, like, the more likely it is that, the more likely it is that I show something that, you know, would get this video fucking struck. Okay. What if we go to WTF?
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh yes.
You're trying to kill me?
Alright, apparently alligators can climb trees and fences. Gangster. Truck driving skill. Oh, this is the one where he avoids an accident by Tokyo drifting. Bing, 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 bing. I wonder if you know. Dude stopped in the middle of the street horizontal. Like, nigga, what are you doing? Look at this guy. You gotta be thinking these people are trying to cause an accident. Look at this motherfucker in the middle of the street. What are you doing? If you slid, okay. I guess the truck is too big to move, son. I guess he skid and the truck is too big. What the fuck?
Oh, it's a turkey octopus.
A turktopus.
Never heard of turducken?
Turducken, yes. It's stupid.
The next stage is adding octopus.
I don't like octopus, and I don't want it in Turkey. Yeah, I fucked up. Mountain sheds a few stones. Oh, they fucked up the crabs. They came rolling down that mountain.
I'm getting kind of hungry.
Is that right, Stripes?
Where's the
I'm trying to think of what's left in the kitchen. It's probably like taquitos, apple pie, pizzas. Oh man, I was supposed to make meatloaf tonight. You want me to take out the ground beef and do that?
Oh, sure.
Okay. We got to get all this fun out of our system before tomorrow when shit gets real. What a terrible world.
What if you make another list?
Another list of what? Come on. A man races to the... Oh, shit. We get multiple angles. This is crazy. Oh, shit, the propane. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Like, how the car comes like... Oh, my God.
That man's not okay.
That's his whole business, son. Do you think you have insurance and shit? Well, first on your life. You know what I mean? This poor guy. Is this America? Dude, that sucks. That sucks. In the summer of 2010, my wife...
Who uses fireworks the day after Christmas Day?
Ghetto niggas, you know? And little kids. Little kids don't conform to our fucking, monkey ass.
What is that?
A crazy looking chicken egg I got this morning. Oh my
It
God.
looks like a giant sperm.
It looks genitalic. Yeah, I don't want any more of that. What is this? Oh no. Watching a movie on an iPad behind her wheel, taking a Snapchat video on her phone, all while going 90. Give me a second. Hello? Pops.